On to our third one. And this is a gentleman whose name might ring a bell with you. His name is Garret Flour. And you go, why? What do I know that name from? Because you're the man behind Crust.
Crust Bakery, on Georgia Street.
The man who introduced us to Cronuts.
Cronuts, the croissant donut. You've been in, you're a favourite.
None of which you brought in this morning, which is a black mark against you, right?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Right, Crust is a huge success, okay? And it's, I mean, it's been like one of the big business successes. You decided to take a step back.
Yep.
But that wasn't enough for you. You decided you were going to go again.
Yeah.
So you're driving around with your girlfriend through Ranelagh one night or something.
That's it, 2 years ago.
And looking for somewhere to park. Suddenly you had your eureka moment. Which was?
Yeah, so I bought the car. The first day with the car, I was driving through Ranelagh and couldn't find space. 20 minutes up and down, and then I started seeing all the space in front of people's driveways. So I was like, why don't I just drive in here and knock on the door and see if they'll let me park here overnight? So I did that and said, listen, for a tenner, would you let me...
Did they not call the police?
No, I told them straight up, and they were like, yeah, no problem at all. So I left the car there overnight, and that was the moment where it was like, geez, why isn't there an app for this? Why can't people rent out their driveway to people looking for parking space in the area and make some money out of it?
Airbnb for parking spaces?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Do you know... These are all brilliant ideas, but obviously because every one of us has a nightmare with parking, people were going, that's genius. How come nobody has talked about it? And then you follow it through and you think, OK, it is genius, but how do you organise something like that? Yeah,
true. So it took us 2 years to get to where we are today. So what you can do now with Parkpnp is you can look on the app, you can see spaces all around the city, all the way to the outskirts of Kildare. And people have listed their parking space per hour, per day, per week or per month, whatever they're comfortable with. And they set their own price, whatever they're happy with, to receive for that parking space. So it's free to download the app and free to list their parking space. So really we've seen in the last 6 months, we've seen over 2,000 parking spaces being listed. We're looking for people all across the country now to list their parking space and make some money.
Your switchboard is about to go into meltdown.
yeah, it's already there. It's already there, right. But no, we also work with businesses and car park operators as well.
Yeah, so there's two aspects of this, obviously. There's one is residential and one is commercial. So I'm talking, I presume you're talking about very different rates there.
Yeah, so it's a variable rate with car parks, operators and hotels. But basically we work with them because we have a large community of drivers. We've over 12,000 a week looking for parking spaces. So we work with businesses, hotels, car park operators to fill their current space demand. So that's...
And how do you make money out of this then?
So we charge a commission on top of the lister price, and then for car park operators, we charge a smaller variable rate depending on, drivers coming in on a daily basis, etc. So download the app.
And how do you pronounce it? Is it Parkpnp?
Parkpnp.
Parkpnp. That's Parkpnp, Clubify and Farmhedge. Awesome. Genius. It's actually a pleasure to meet you. And... you know, when you become billionaires and we ask you to come back on the programme, remember, we were the first people to put you on, all right?
Appreciate it.
And next time, bring Cronuts. Right, thank you very much. Good luck to all of you. Well done, lads. Now, for more details on any of the three businesses featured today, you can log on to our Ireland AM Facebook page. And if you would like your new business to get a boost from coming on the programme, email your details to us at boostmybusiness@tv3.ie.